Hi everyone. If you are a solar manufacturer, a solar agency, or a solar installer, and if you're looking to manage your contacts, leads, tasks, all your products, and all your service installations, then this one is for you. With Stackby, you can customize and create your own custom solar CRM for your business. Now let's see how it works. So basically, Stackby is a no-code platform. It looks like a spreadsheet but works like a database. So once you create a stack, within Stackby, there are tables, there are rows and columns. And here there are 25 different types of column types that you can choose from short text, long text, number, date and time checkboxes, drop-down options. You can even add files and attachments, phone numbers, then there are formulas. You can also link between two tables. Let's say you have got a products table and you have a leads table and you want to basically link a particular lead to a particular product. Then you can easily link between those two records and then do a lookup from one table to another. Now here with this solar CRM, you can create basically these 4 different tables. One is the first is a product table. Now products will have all the products that you sell, right? Whether it's a solar panel or a battery storage or an inverter, you can add images on the product. You can change the product category, whether it's a product or a service. You can add description of the product with the long text, what is the price of that product, and whether it is available or not available. Any features that you want to add about that particular product, how big is the capacity of that solar panel, what is the warranty, and so on, and any other notes that you want to add. So basically this table is where you're going to add all your products, right? So let's say you have another product, I add a solar panel, I can just add a product. This is, let's say, a 25 watt solar panel. I can add the price of it, whether it is available. I can add all the features, right? And say 10 years warranty. So this table is where I'm going to add all my products. Now I need to start collecting leads, for my business and start tracking them, because that's the most important part of using a CRM. So I've created another table called leads. Now in the lead table, you basically want to add the lead name, the contact person, the company name, their email addresses, phone numbers, what is the location, and whether, what is the type of that particular lead, whether are they a residential or a commercial or an industrial, project, and which products or services they are particularly interested in. What is their inquiry date, and, the system size, the estimated cost, where the lead has come from, what is their interest level. So you can basically add all of these different columns, based on your workflow. So this is entirely customizable to how much information you want to track about that particular lead. Now, once I've started adding a lead, what I can do is I can add a lead manually. So let's say, your few sales team members are using Stackby. They can essentially create their own custom leads. But at the same time, you can create a form, like a lead form, where I can basically create a lead form like this. And let's say I can just drag and drop to create a lead form. And I can just open this form or share this form, with any of my, team members to basically start adding leads via a form. So let's say I share this form. This is the form link, or I can just open this form. So you can see, a new form is created. So if anybody wants to, submit information, you can even embed this, inquiry form on your website. So where people who are interested in particular products can essentially look it up and, give an inquiry. So let's say, I've added products and services, people can select, which product they're interested in, and they can save it. Let's say the lead name is Rachit. The company name is, say, Ozone Solar. Rachit at ozone.com. I can add the phone number. Let's say this is a residential project, 10 kilowatt, looking to get it installed soon at our home. and anybody who submits the form. So you can basically, let's say you can add and submit. As soon as a form is submitted, a new row is essentially created in Stackby, right? So you can then add, what is the inquiry date, and the lead source's website, the interest level is high, what is the probability to close, let's say 70%. And one of the team members would then start calling these leads and put this into different stage. Now let's say this goes into follow-up, it is assigned to Alice, and any tasks that are required for this particular lead will be essentially added here. So this becomes like an automated lead management system where you are collecting information via forms as well as adding your leads through various sources right into the platform. Now you can basically, what you can also do is, if you want to just filter out certain leads, where I want to filter out based on stage, where stage contains proposal sent. So I would just want to look at the leads that are in that particular proposal where it's proposal sent. So I can even filter by different stage. Or what I can do is I can group this information by, let's say, location, or by different cities. So you can see you have basically grouped all your leads by different cities. So if anything changes, it automatically changes in the group as well. And same way I can do it by type, residential, commercial, or industrial, and I can basically see those records in the groups as well. And I can just open those groups. I can also change the views. So we've got 6 different views in Stackby, like grid, calendar, Kanban, forms that I showed you, and gallery views. So I can change this into like a pipeline view. So you can basically see all your leads in a pipeline, and I can just customize the cards. So you can basically see that, and then you can just move it around, and it will automatically change it in the grid as well. I can also see it, in a gallery format like this. Like I can customize my cards into the gallery format. I can create another separate view, which is basically for won leads. What I've done is, where the stage is closed and won, and I've created, those leads, which are won. So if you just want to see the won leads, you can easily do that. And the lead form that I just showed you. I can also create, different views for my different team members. Let's say you've got a team of 10 people and you want to create separate views for your separate team members, and you just want to give them access to particular, deals that are associated with them. Then you can basically create a view for them and give them an editor access. So you can just add them as an editor to a particular view. So this is where you're managing all your leads. Now the third thing is that how do you manage tasks, right? Now for all these different leads, you need to have follow-ups. You need to make sure that those leads are essentially working very well, and you're essentially assigning tasks and activities for each of those leads for your team members. So you go to the task table, and here we have created a table like this where you're essentially adding your task, manager, due date, what is the priority of the lead, and what is the status, and any remarks that you want to have for that particular lead. And you can assign a particular lead to that particular task. Now let's say if I want to assign a particular lead, I want to assign a particular task to that lead. Let me quickly add a task. So here we need to add a particular task. Now in this case, I want to add follow up on the proposal. That's a task that is created. So in the task table, you will see that for that particular lead, that task is assigned. Now as soon as anybody finishes that task, they can easily change the status of that particular task and move it across to the next task. So I can change this to, let's say, qualified, or let's say negotiation and won. So you can manage all your tasks here like this. I can individually open each of these tasks into detailed views, and I can even add comments and checklist and reminders on each of those tasks. So let's say for the leads table, if I want to add a particular comment where what's going on with this lead, I can assign people, and you can basically comment and chat on a particular lead. If you want to add a checklist, I can easily add a checklist as well. Send them proposal and negotiate and close. Or even set a reminder. So let's say the reminder goes on 28th, Alice, follow up on proposal. And I can even choose to send an email notification, and I can save it. So you will basically get a reminder on a particular lead like this. So this is how you can manage your lead and tasks. Now, if you're in the service business or you're an installer, you're also managing, once those leads are closed, you're essentially also taking care of their installations. So you can basically create your own installation ID, for which lead that is. It will automatically pull in the lead name and the system size, the estimated payment, what is the installation date, and you can even check, and add the installation status. Let's say this is scheduled, and once this is scheduled, you can even add, what is the cost of that installation. So here, you're essentially managing all your installations, in this particular table, but it's also linked to a particular lead. So you can see it in a Kanban view like this, that, how many installations are not started, scheduled, and in progress. And I can even create a calendar view where, based on the installation date. So you can see, there is an installation date added here. And you can also color code, those records like this, right? To see, what is the status of that particular installation. So this is how you can basically set up your entire CRM according to your needs. The first is the products table, second is the leads table, third is the task table, and fourth is the installations table. I can also see my product in a list view like this. It's a more cleaner view, and I can basically change any information that I want to change, in this particular view like this. Now, if I want to basically create my own custom dashboard, of the CRM, so I can basically go to the apps, add an app, whether it is a chart, a pivot table, or a summary box, and I can basically create my own charts, my own pivot tables, and my own summary boxes. So I've already created some of this. You can essentially expand it, and you can basically see this automatically. So what is the total deal, that is won, how many worth of installations is being done, and what is the lead stage versus the probability of those leads. What is the task status, and what is the project cost based on the leads that you have. I can individually open them, and I can see it, which particular lead, that is. So this becomes very collaborative, within your team, where you can also real-time create your own custom dashboards and reports for your executive team. I can also set up automations. So let's say you want to set up an automation where as soon as a lead form is filled, you want to send an internal email to your team members. So here we have created an automation where you can select a trigger when a row is created, and an action where you want to send an email, to someone. So as soon as a row is created from the leads table, you can choose a row, and then in the send email, you'll basically see, to who do you want to send it to. New lead added is the subject, and please check all the details of the lead. And it essentially takes all the column variable names, right? So once you set it up, you can then just test it, and you can generate a preview. You will see that an email like this will be sent, to a particular person, within your team, where you can basically see, please check all the details of the lead, the name, the email, the phone number, and what are they looking for. So you can set up internal as well as external automations. You can also send an automated email to somebody who fills a form, and to your lead as well. As soon as they fill a form, like a reply, automated reply will be sent to them along with your brochure, and the fact that that you will reach out to them shortly. So this is how you can essentially create your own custom solar CRM. So whether you're a manufacturer or an installer or an agency where you're managing multiple products and services, and you're tracking all your leads, contacts, and tasks, and you're looking for a easier way to do this, then you need to try this Solar CRM. So I've added the link in the description. You can basically get the link of this particular template and start customizing according to your needs. And if you need any help, from us, setting up your Solar CRM, just reach out to us on support@Stackby, or just go on our website and click on that chat icon, and one of our team members will be there to help you shortly. So thanks a lot and have a nice day.